to the game. DJ, what do you want to see? Keys to a Sooner victory.
One thing that I really want to see today in the circle from Berzon, she's our player to watch, but really want to see her throw quality pitches in two-strike counts. That was something as a staff yesterday that all runs scored were on missed pitches and two-strike counts. So really want to see Berzon throw quality and finish counts today in the circle. On the other side of the ball, offensively, it has been an explosion all weekend, but Tiffany Sanchez, the sophomore, getting the start for Sam Houston State in the circle. She throws a heavy ball, works up in the zone, so really want to see the Sooners zone down and work line drives, work the dirt.
Ooh, I like that.
Work
the dirt today for the Sooners as they look their impressive start. 16-2 on the season, and already it's been talked about. It's a topic. We're not going to ignore it. The Oklahoma Sooners are hitting a lot of home runs. In fact, if you are on pace, Sky, it is borderline legendary, the current path that Oklahoma is on. As a team, 72 home runs. It is still February. Granted, the last day of February. 72 home runs in February. What an unparalleled start. This has got to be a record for most home runs in the first month of the season. I don't know if we keep that, but this is an amazing start for the power of this offense.
No, when you're talking, again, and I think I said this last night, there will be a lot of teams this season not even hit 72 home runs for the entire season. And the Sooners are on pace right now to hit an unreal amount of bombs. I think the thing I love about it the most, though, is think of how many home runs we've seen this weekend that have just been line shots that barely cleared the wall.
Right.
Like, not barely cleared the wall because they didn't have the distance, but barely cleared the wall because they were absolute missiles.
Yep.
Right? And that just shows, again, pure hitting.
Jessica Boehm, one of the chief, I guess, statisticians. I try to say statologist. I don't think that's a word. But one of the chief statisticians that we rely on did the work. If the Sooners continued their pace of 3.94 home runs a game, figuring 71 games this year, they would be on pace for 71 home runs already on the season, and doing the math, 228 home runs.
Can you imagine?
228 would smash the record.
You can tell
Well, listen,
what do you say
unlikely
about
to
that?
happen,
Unlikely to happen. Very unlikely to happen. But never say never. But
no.
That would be the pace that they have set right now is insane. It's like someone taking off in a marathon and running 3-minute miles.
It's crazy,
right? It's a pace that is going to be really difficult to keep up with. But they're going to be hitting triple digits here pretty quick.
Yeah,
there's no doubt about that.
Hey, a shout out in part of our celebration of our energy partners here at OU. I see our buddy Paige Cole is out in the circle from the OU Club of Tulsa. Not a bad first pitch either, thrown out. Appreciate the support of all of our great energy partners, keeping our economy and our state strong. All right, we owe you one final pregame timeout. Let's take it now. It's Oklahoma. It's Sam Houston State. We're ready. Hope you are too. This is Sooner softball from Learfield. Oh, I'm out of water. I'll be right back. You want one?
No, I'm good. Thank you, though.
All right, here we go. You time this out right or what?
I know, right? Pro.
I feel very good. Hey, let's go. All right, good job, man. We just did a 45-minute pregame show. Is our mix okay, Chris? You feel good about it with the crowd noise and stuff? All right, buddy. Melissa Parker over at first. Talk too soon.
Yep.
Come on, baby. Sydney Berzon stares in, rocks, fires, check swing grounder by Lundstrom to the left side. Barker is up with it, and that's how we start on a Saturday afternoon. 1 pitch, 1 out. Welcome into Sooner softball. Along with DJ Sanchez, I'm Chris Plank. Our producer is Chris Couch, and our extended 45-minute pregame show today. How about that?
Hey, hey.
Brought to you by Walden Cleaners and Laundry, where the difference is quality. Here's Jordan Pino. First pitch strike. What a weekend. I was worried about the voice, I'm not going to lie, a little bit last night. We've called a lot of home runs this weekend. You realize that, right?
Yes.
A lot. The 0-1, line drive off Berzon, trickles to Ogbayani, can't barehand it. Let's check on Berzon as Pino reaches. Looks like she's going to be okay. She kind of, well, I say that. Now everybody comes to check on her, including our home plate umpire, Brent Harden. Perry Owens is over at first, and Dustin Douglas is at third. She look okay to you?
Yeah, I think more of that. You could almost see everyone going in to check, but I think just giving her a second, right? Give Berzon a minute to regroup. She dang near made the play. I mean, and that's just sheer reactionary, right? I mean, you coming off your pitch, getting the glove up, it went off kind of the heel of her glove. But I'll say this, Sam Houston State coming out aggressive. 3 pitches, 4 now as that pitch misses low, but 4 pitches and swinging out of the gates.
Yeah. What, two of the first 4
Yep.
they swung, or
Yep.
2 of the first 3 they swung at. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Bella Perez, the catcher, low and in. Everything looks good after the line drive for Sydney Berzon. Grabs a little dirt. Sooners in the anthracite uniforms. I gotta find the Sooner uniform tracker guy. Bounce to the right side. That's gonna stay fair. Parker steps on the back for 1. The turn to 2 ends up in left field. Thankfully, everyone looks to be okay at second base. Not as if there was a collision, but it seemed as if when Gabby Garcia went to make a play that maybe Pino had slid into her. But the throw was off.
Well,
so.
And you could just see Gabby Garcia throughout the entire play. She lost track of the ball. And Pino, to her credit, a little bit of a late slide. I mean, a little bit of gamesmanship.
Here's Veronica Harrison, and the first pitch is low, ball 1. Because Melissa Parker over at first so quickly,
Yep.
she stepped on the bag the second to try to get the double play.
Yeah, you could just see Gabby Garcia losing track of the ball on the throw.
Oh,
and that
my.
pitch away in the dirt.
Wild pitch that spins out of the hand of Berzon and bounces well before home plate. I don't know that I've ever seen that. Could these be ill effects of getting hit, or is
I don't think so. I think it came off of her glove.
Oh, okay.
So, again, for Berzon, I talked about this when we named her our player to watch. Hit your spots, take care of your business.
Yep.
And again, I think for this pitching staff this weekend, getting in a position that you're not feeling like you're having to work behind in counts.
Bouncer fouled on the third baseline.
But more than that, I really want to see Berzon work her pitches through the strike zone and limit. We've seen a couple pretty big misses. We want to see her misses be competitive. So she's putting herself in counts where she's getting bites on some of those pitches. I think one thing we've seen this weekend across the staff as a whole is getting into good counts, but not having that finishing pitch.
Grounder towards short, deep in the hole. Gabby's got it. Long throw, inning over. Good job by Berzon working around the odd, wild pitch that hit off her glove. Is this Alabama? That's Alabama State. That's all. Located just minutes from the OU campus, Courtyard Norman offers affordable, stylish accommodations with tech-forward amenities and classic Southern hospitality. Book your stay today at Marriott.com/OKCNO. Here we go. Cassidy Pickering will lead things off. What do we have? A pitch watch issue right out of the gate on, not violation. Tiffany Sanchez, the starting pitcher, got out there, and apparently as she was trying to get the sign from the dugout, the pitch watch wasn't working. So Coach Garrett Vallis walked standing, one finger in the air, and they're going to stand for a while because it's taken Sanchez a moment to get everything situated. She's ready to go. So are we. Scoreless game, bottom of the first. Here's the first pitch to Pick, headed home. Weird grounder foul.
Off the cap of her bat a little bit early. And you can see Pickering almost waving her arms as she's making her way down to first base. Going, what
was that?
What was that?
We feel you, Pick. 5'10" average on the season. 5'10", 15 extra base hits, 7 home runs, 25 runs batted in. The 0-1. Oof. Strike 2.
Sanchez in the circle for Sam Houston State. She's got a lot of pitches in her arsenal. She throws a little bit of everything, mainly works north and south. Throws that rise ball up in the zone. And there it is right there, 0-2. And one key we talked about for the Sooners offensively is zoning down. And that rise ball, Sanchez is going to go to that pitch a lot and try to get the chase up in the air. Kind of a tight line you walk when you're throwing to an offense that hits a lot of bombs. You've got to make sure you're getting that pitch through the zone and up in the eyes.
Ooh, that was close.
It's a really nice pitch. A little bit of backdoor curve on the outside corner. Just misses. But Sanchez has got good stuff. She's got good velo. Has really put a lot of work into developing an off speed.
The 1-2. Hit hard and deep to left field. What a start. No, just short at the warning track. The wind knocked it down. Oh, so close to Cassidy Pickering's 8th home run of the season, and mark that one down just as an example of maybe what that south wind's doing just a bit.
Gust from the gods, Coster. I mean, we've got some pretty...
It's the first time I've really noticed the flags today.
I mean, we've got some wind here in Norman today.
Here's Ella Parker. First pitch to the Sooner right fielders, up high, ball 1. Boy, what numbers for Parker. Again, 522. It's not a repeat of what Cassidy Pickering is hitting. That one's popped up a mile high behind home plate. Is there a chance? No. Ooh, I just saw a fan that had her glove. She saw it go up on the overhang and back behind the press box and went sprinting. Will that pour off back there?
I don't know. I guess, yeah. I mean, with the angle, one would think, right?
I think we'll know if she comes back with a softball or not. That'll be telling. Sanchez stepped off now. She steps back on. Ella's digging in, asking for time. Didn't get it. The 1-1. Strike 2.
Taking the curveball inside. Sanchez has got a good mix of pitches. I mean, we're about 8 pitches into the game, but doing a good job working all quadrants.
The 1-2. Bounce back. No, up the middle. Reached by Sanchez, who gloves it. Throws to first. 2 away. Didn't quite get over the head of the Sam Houston State pitcher. And credit to Sanchez. She made a nice play. 2 away. And
just, again, good pitch sequence early in this ball game for Tiffany Sanchez, and ball on the dirt, and again, Sanchez works up in the zone, and you can see Ella Parker trying to zone down, work down, putting that ball on the ground, but Sanchez making it look easy.
Kendall Wells got a little break last night. Coach Gasso rested her in game 2 against Alabama State. She takes strike one here. 12 home runs on the season as advertised power for the freshman so far. 24 runs batted in. The 0-1 fouls it off her foot.
Sanchez working quickly. Wells taking a little bit of a walk.
I love everything about her. She's such a personality. I know she's a little dinged up and it hurts right now, but even in the way that she walks after getting hit in the foot with a foul ball, she's a character, man. She's going to be a fan favorite for a long time. Coach Gasso, every time you even mention her name, Coach laughs a little bit. She's like, yeah, Kendall Wells. 377 average to go along with those 12 home runs. Here comes the 0-2. Whoa, that one stuck somewhere and went flying well high and well above the catcher Perez into the backstop.
For Tiffany Sanchez, I've already talked about how the development of the changeup has been a big key for her, but she's gonna have to have that pitch today.
Here's the 1-2. Oh, that's up high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Scoreless game. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Pickering flied out to left. Parker grounded out back to the circle. The 2-2 pitch. A little low, ball 3.
Challenging Wells inside on the 2-2. I think if you were if I was a betting woman, I would have guessed curveball down and away, but you could see Bella Perez set up inside, tie, good take by Kendall Wells.
Full count pitch headed home. Popped up on the infield. Easy play at third is made by Yorotsky, and that'll do it for the Sooners in a 1-2-3 first. We head to the second, scoreless in Norman. Today's game is presented by Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway, and it's brought to you by the OU Energy Partners, celebrating Oklahoma's oil. Brought to you by the OU Energy Partners, celebrating Oklahoma's oil and gas industry. Well, not the best offensive start for the Sooners. Was there anything you saw, DJ, that Tiffany Sanchez was doing to keep the Sooners a little bit off balance?
No, she really did a good job early establishing the inside corner. And we saw her go back to Kendall Wells. 2-2, 3-2, inner half, in on her hands. And eventually, Kendall Wells popped it up, got jammed on the inner half, but really good job of establishing the inside corner to start the game.
First pitch swinging. Oh, a rarity. Abby Papadimitriou. Reach on the air by Gabby Garcia.
And you could just see Gabby sitting back trying to play the hop as opposed to attacking that ball. Very uncharacteristic.
Do not see that very often. That'll bring the third baseman, Trisha Yorotsky, to the plate. First pitch is a little bit low, ball 1. I mean, I'm not even kidding whenever I tell you how rare that is.
Well, that kind of had an in-between hop on it. And you could see Gabby Garcia get caught in between of attacking and getting on the ball quickly or trying to sit back and wait for the high hop as that pitch misses up in the zone and Berzon falls behind, 2 balls and no strikes. But again, that's a read we typically see Gabby Garcia make.
Yeah. Yorotsky, a 308 hitter. Right-handed bat, lines it into right field, a base hit. Well, a Parker comes up firing towards second, safe. Gabby had a little contact with Papadimitriou, who was sliding into second, but everyone looks like they're okay. And in a scoreless game against an opponent the Sooners fell behind yesterday. Oklahoma a little sloppy here, DJ.
Yeah, and I'm really glad that the freshman behind the plate, Kendall Wells, recognized. She's the one that called that time. Now, granted, Sam Houston State has called the timeout. However, Kendall Wells recognized she called this infield in. So I like the management. You got to settle some things down a little bit defensively. If you're Oklahoma, you're carrying. We saw back in the first inning, again, a throw out into left field.
Right.
Gabby Garcia, a little bit of a misplayed hop. Another throw coming in from right field, settling things down and gaining a little bit of composure here. Can expect to see some short game from Sam Houston State here.
Riverwind Casino's gaming floor has nearly 3,000 of your favorite games, complemented by a variety of bars, restaurants, and the best live music in the metro. It's no surprise that Riverwind Casino is the official entertainment destination of OU Athletics. Here we go, first and second. Here is Sydney Brahota. She hasn't played against OU this weekend and misses the bunt, strike one. Granted, the Bearkats have only played OU once.
Yep. Well,
early game yesterday.
And that game eventually turned into a run rule, but Sam Houston State struck early.
They did, led it 3-1 before OU scored 12 unanswered. 0-1 bunt, this is a good one. Barker's up with it, gonna throw to first to get the out. Sacrifice. Papadimitriou to Aratsky to second. 5-4 on the put out. And there's one away.
Priota, I was getting ready to mention the first bunt attempt she had to open that count showed super late. And you could see her make the adjustment, show that bunt early. If you're gonna sacrifice, let everyone know you're doing it and get the bunt down.
Here's Morgan Holiday. The shortstop, junior. 275 average for Holiday. First pitch, swing and a miss. 21st start of the year, which means she's been their everyday starter at short. Eleven runs batted in, has a chance to give Sam Houston State the lead. Bounces this foul.
This is the count, 0-2 for Berzon. Make a pitcher's finishing pitch here. A competitive miss. Really want to see a good 0-2 pitch here from Berzon.
Here it is. What'd you think of that? Little bit up. Everyone here wanted a backwards K in the scorebook. Ball one, 1-2.
And same thing. Same situation. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Still in a pitcher's count. Finishing pitch here.
Here it comes in the dirt. Good job by Kendall Wells. Knocks it down, 2-2. That's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Waiting on deck is the 9-hole hitter, Kinsey Hobbs, who's hitting 200 on the season, so don't mess around here with Holiday. 2-2. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Wells throws to first. Got her. 2 away as Wells stared back. Papadimitriou to third and threw a laser to first. 2 outs.
And that's what you love to see from Berzon in the 2-strike count of finishing the at-bat. Drop ball in the dirt just a bit, but getting the chase of Holiday because that pitch worked through the strike zone. It had a nice late break.
First pitch to Kinsey Hobbs is strike 1. Mentioned Hobbs struggled a bit this year, hitting just 200. She's 6 for 30, but of those 6 hits, 5 runs batted in and 4 runs scored. Here's the 0-1. In the dirt, good job again by Wells. 1 ball, 1 strike. Scoreless game. We're in the top of the 2nd inning. Oklahoma and Sam Houston State. Game 2 today will be Oklahoma and Alabama State. 1-1. Line drive, foul down the third base line. Would have been trouble if fair.
Back into, again, 1 ball, 2 strike, 2 strike counts. Again, getting a pitch through the strike zone to get Hobbs to expand her zone a bit. There it is.
Check swing, got her. Wells throws a strike down to first, and Sydney Berzon works out of a mess thanks to 2 strikeouts. Strikeouts brought to you by Tinker Federal Credit Union. Sydney Berzon, 2 Ks with 2 on to end the 2nd, and a threat. We head to the bottom half. Oklahoma and Sam Houston State Bearcats are scoreless. Sooner Softball is presented by Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway. And today's game is brought to you by the OU Energy Partners, celebrating Oklahoma's oil and gas industry. All right, here's Gabby Garcia. Had just her third error of the season in the first. Takes ball one high. .393 average with 9 home runs, 32 runs batted in. She's had herself, what the kids would say, a weekend. She takes that one high. 2 balls and no strikes. Against Sam Houston State yesterday, Garcia went 2 for 3, 2 runs scored, and 5 runs batted in. Hits that one hard and foul down the left side. She had 5 runs batted in each of the games yesterday. In fact, she's had 5 runs batted in. Oh, pardon me. She went 1 for 3 in the late game yesterday against Alabama State.
Hit the ball hard, though.
She's on some kind of heater. And she hits this one hard to center field, but it won't be deep enough. Ranging in is Lundstrom to make the catch, 1 away.
And you can kind of hear the crowd, and this happened when Pickering led the game off with a hard hit fly ball to left field, but Sanchez throws a heavy ball, and you can see it the way that the ball is flying off the bat. She's got a lot of spin, she's got good velocity, but the ball does not fly off the bat the way that you would expect.
Right. Here's Alyssa Parker.
But you could kind of see it off the bat of Garcia as well. A little bit jammed, but the ball's not just flying off the barrel.
Scoreless game, 1 away in the second. Parker takes strike 1. Alyssa Parker. Speaking of players who had a pretty good day yesterday, I go back to Thursday. She got the start in the opener in the circle in 3 innings. Only allowed 2 hits, did walk 3. Oh, that went up high. And in the game, drove in 5 runs. And one of the best performances we've seen in a while between a player that hit and pitched. 4 runs scored in that game. Parker was 2 for 2 with 3 walks as well. She pops this one pretty deep to center field at the wall. Say goodbye. It is gone. A home run for Alyssa Parker. Just gets over the center field wall, and the Sooners strike first. Lundstrom kind of slow-played it in center field. Looked like she timed her jump well, but
just out of reach.
Just out of reach.
And Alyssa Parker, I mean, literally muscling that ball out of here. 2-1 count. I'll say this, playing with fire a little bit. And Tiffany Sanchez, again, she works outside the zone a lot. She works elevated with the rise ball, and there's another rise ball that just misses up to Kai Minor. You've got to put yourself in a position that you can work that rise ball up and out of the zone. If you're continuously working behind in counts, you're going to have to come in.
Kai Minor takes ball 2. Minor hitting .565, and we're going to get a circle visit here. Little pause as Oklahoma strikes first on the solo home run from Alyssa Parker, and now a 2-0 count to the speedy, the dangerous Kai Minor. Quick thought, what do you think the message is here from the coaching staff of the Bearkats?
I mean, working to Sanchez right now, continue to hit your spots. She's done a pretty good job. The pitch to Parker just didn't quite get in on her hands just enough, right? It got in because, I mean, that ball was not completely barreled up, which sounds ridiculous because it left the yard to the deepest part of the park. But if that ball is in just a half inch further, it's a pop-up.
Right.
So, you know, I think for Sanchez, she's throwing a quality game right now. And Lexi Smith, the pitching coach for Sam Houston State, just seeing an opportunity here to settle her down. A solo shot doesn't kill you.
No.
So just continuing to roll. You've got 1 out and go right after Kai Minor.
First strike thrown in this at-bat, so whatever Lexi Smith said, it worked. 2 balls and a strike. Minor showed an ability to use the short game too if she wants, but she'll line one towards the gap in left center field. It's down, it's to the wall. Look at Minor go. A stand-up double with ease, and Oklahoma has its first runner in scoring position after the home run by Alyssa Parker.
And that's a really good piece of hitting by Kai Minor. Again, another 2-1 count coming from Sanchez. And Minor seeing and recognizing the location on the outer half and lacing it the other way. Really good piece of hitting.
Here's Sid Barker.
And I think we could say this on the weekend for nearly every hitter in the Sooner lineup, but Sid Barker has just been lighting it up in the box.
First pitch high, ball 1, she has. She's been really good. She has earned this spot. Not an everyday player in the lineup now, the 1-0. Ooh, she had a good cut, fouled it back. We got an update from Coach Gasso in the pregame show about Nelly. She was hitting in the cages, said a shoulder issue they're kind of being cautious with right now?
Well, and the beauty that you are cautious, right? And give her the rest that she needs.
Here's the 1-1 to Barker. Hard hit towards short. Off the hop nicely by Holiday. Throws a strike, 2 outs. Even the outs are hard. Here's Ilana Ogbayani.
Tiffany Sanchez continuing to challenge righties, especially on the inner half.
Here's Ilana, the second baseman. See if she might try to use a little short game if Sanchez comes up and into her. She doesn't. Takes ball 1.
And this is, I'm going to go back to my key. Sanchez works up in the zone a lot. We just saw her open the count to Ogbayani. Up in the zone with the rise ball. Work the dirt. Ground ball up the middle, scores Minor. Use the ground.
Ball 2 on on a pitch that would cause me, if I was a Sam Houston State coach, to lose my mind. Pretty good pitch.
It's a good spot for Ogbayani to be aggressive. Expect a pitch down in the zone.
2 for 2 in the game last night. Shows bunt, pulls it back, takes a strike against Sam Houston State. She didn't register an official plate appearance, but did score a run. Also stole a base. The 2-1, a little low and in, ball 3. Abby Dayton nods, waiting in the on-deck circle. What a day. You might need sunblock.
Especially out.
Yeah, out in the outfield.
Out in the outfield.
3-1 is a strike. Minor runs and takes off for third. She'll steal the base, and the throw goes into left field. Minor scores on the Sam Houston State throwing error. 2-0. A little aggressiveness from Kai Minor, and the late cover by Holiday on the wide throw by the catcher Perez allows Minor to score on the stolen base attempt.
And that is just taking advantage of the count. We've seen Sanchez be behind in counts all day long. 3-1. Ogbayani showing the late bunt and just putting the pressure on the Sam Houston defense.
There's a line drive down the right field line, foul. That one had me fooled. I thought that was like right down the line. Thing hooked fairly wide late. We'll do it again. Rotsky, the third baseman, walks towards the circle. Shouts towards Sanchez, and right as Ogbayani steps in, time is called. We're good now. That open stance deep in the box from Ilana. Full count pitch headed home with the Sooners up 2-0. Add to that, potentially deep to center field. Oh, the wind knocked it down again. Oh my, that looked long gone. In fact, Lundstrom went all the way to the wall, and as she found the wall, she ended up having to come in a few steps to make the catch and end things in the second. But the Sooners strike first, and as we head to the after the home run from Melissa Parker and a little stolen base creates some havoc magic from Kai Minor. Sophia Lundstrom will lead things off. First pitch fouled back, strike one. Oh, it's the third inning, which means that this is where we love to hear where you're listening from. Check in, let us know. At OU on the air. That's at OU on the air. It's brought to you by One Oklahoma, powered by Sooner Sports Properties, fan fueled, athlete focus. No one pitches in for a strike, no balls, two strikes. By the way, I appreciate everyone reaching out as that one's popped into shallow left field. Racing out is Garcia. She'll make the catch, one away.
It's a really good 0-2 pitch.
That's what you've been looking for today in your keys to the game. Shout out to my man Kelly Collier. We are aware the mics are hot on the TV feed during breaks. Don't worry. Did you guys know that? Yeah. Give you a little inside peek of what happens during commercial breaks, which is usually me racing to get something, forgetting what I went to get, and then coming back and grabbing something completely different. Jordan Pino takes it low. In fact, last half inning, if you were watching on the TV feed, I think we muted our mics on this, but I went to get us a roster to check a couple pronunciations for the next game and this game, and I came back with 2 bottles of water and no roster. So we fixed that last half inning. Thank you, guys. Grounded to the right side. Agbayani up with it, throws. Quickly, there's 2 away.
Sam Houston State continuing to be aggressive in the box, but Berzon doing a really good job of opening counts with pitches that are just nibbling in the strike zone, taking advantage of that aggressiveness a little bit, but you gotta love Berzon answering the Sooner offense, putting up a crooked number and coming out and getting 2, make that probably 3 really quick outs.
That's bounced right to Barker, throws across, inning over. Wow. We head to the bottom of the third inning, 2-zip Sooners. This is Sooner softball. Leo and Quinn, my man Quinn Watson, in from the living room. In Quinn's words, like a couple of slobs, live that life. Steve and Bridget from Choctaw. My man Okie Phil is in Fulton, Mississippi. And we heard from Aaron Miller, who was tuned in early, and our buddy Chief George Tiger in Okmulgee, listening between high school hoops games. Thank you to everyone tuned in today. We'll hit more of those as Abby leads things off. Nearly Where is the first one to the backstop, ball 1. 2-zip Sooners. We're in the third. Third inning shoutouts, by the way, brought to you by One Oklahoma, powered by Sooner Sports Properties, fan field, athlete focused. Time is called. What? You give that to the pitcher. Very rarely, I guess he was just making sure everyone was good. Very rarely you see the umpire come out from behind home plate. But
and Tiffany Sanchez is working very quickly.
Yeah. You know what? You hit it on the head. Here's the 1-0. That's in for a strike. We've seen several Sooners, when they dig in, ask for time.
And
I don't know what the rule is anymore on that, to be honest with you.
Well, I think the pitch clock makes it a little interesting. You can't complain too much about a pitcher working quickly because you can't dilly-dally out there. You're on the clock. So
ripped to the right side and through into right field. Work in the dirt. Abby Dayton smokes one into right field on a couple hops. And that's the first time today that the Sooners have put the leadoff hitter aboard.
And this was a key that I said at the beginning of the game with Tiffany Sanchez using the rise ball as often as she does and working up in the zone. The Sooners are going to have to put the ball on the ground. Compound that with the fact the wind is whipping through this place and hanging a lot of things up. We saw Coach Gasso in between innings showing the offense as the first pitch to Pickering misses low and away. And we saw her kind of pantomiming that chop movement, telling the Sooners to put the ball on the ground. Because you put the ball on the ground, that turns into a line drive. Gets the ball out of the air.
There's the 1-0, bounce to the right side. The play by the first baseman, Harrison, is to second, and they force out Abby Dayton. But wait a minute. Patty Gasso points to Fale of View. Fale points to Abby. Abby points to Coach Gasso. Are we going to get a challenge? Oh, we might get a challenge here from Patty Gasso on the play at second. There we go.
Oklahoma is challenging the out. At second base, the play is under further review.
I appreciate the dance mix version of the umpire making the announcement that indeed we will have our first McIntyre Law official review. Noble McIntyre and McIntyre Law. Visit McIntyreLaw.com to connect with their team of award-winning Oklahoma personal injury attorneys. We do not have replay monitors in the booth, so this will be on y'all on Twitter to help me out. Speaking of third inning shout-outs, how about this crew? They are Coweta diehards. Christy, Kim, and Julie are watching from Christy's phone at Buffalo Wild Wings because they don't have the channel at B-Dubs.
What?
Come on, Buffalo Wild Wings.
Can we
Party on, Christy.
and again, we have nothing else to look at. It was a close play at second base, and I think I don't know, I could see it going either way. We don't have the review, we don't have the video, but can we just appreciate for a moment that tell me something good is what is being played during the official review. That's quality.
Well, we're waiting on some good news. I still haven't figured out, DJ, if the amount of time during an actual challenge is good, if you're wanting it to go your way, or bad. Does it mean they're looking at it longer? Does it mean there might be more they're concerned with? I know it was bang bang at second base, that's for sure.
Yep.
Bill and Rena Rogers are watching from Rogersville. I haven't heard from my guy Joel in Rogersville in a while. Councilman Bob is in Holland, Iowa. Mark Worley was first in today. Again, that's not a contest. Bubba and KP tuned in from the Mariana Trench. Boomer. Tim Stanley is at home in Norman. Sooner Gone South is in Pensacola. Kim, Mama June, and Roby is tuned in from Kiefer. All right, here we go. Let's see.
The ruling on the field stands. The runner is out. That is Oklahoma's first challenge.
McIntyre Law. Visit McIntyreLaw.com to connect you with their team of award-winning Oklahoma personal injury attorneys. All right. So Dayton is forced out. I thought Harrison was maybe making too risky of a play. Pickering will reach on the fielder's choice, and here's Ella Parker. Ella, her last time up, grounded out back to the pitcher, way outside, ball one.
Yeah, and it was a tight play, but I think if you're Coach Gasso, you're about midway through this game.
Right, it's
Why
2-zip.
Why
yeah.
not?
Well,
And
we are at 8 on the action clock, and this is the longest Sanchez has waited between pitches. Check swing fouled off, ball and a strike. You mentioned it. She has worked very fast.
Yes.
Very fast here today.
very quick. And, I mean, I've been very impressed with Tiffany Sanchez in this game so far. And just watching the way she goes about her business, it's very businesslike, it's efficient, very competitive.
Here's the 1-1. Way outside, 2-1.
But what has been the smudge for Sanchez, I mean, nearly every count she's been in a hitter's count, 2-0, 2-1. And it's really kind of put her back against the wall. She's got an arsenal of pitches, but she's had to kind of choose because she's in that 2-0, 2-1 spot quite a bit.
Off to second goes Pickering as the 2-1 pitch is called a strike by the catcher Perez. Pickering saw just light to take off, and that'll put a runner in scoring position with 1 out and a 2-2 count on Ella Parker.
And that's a really good read by Pickering. Having that big lead and recognizing Perez not having a clean transfer. I mean, that's the types of things that put runs on the board. That's a great heads-up play by Cassidy Pickering.
Coach Gasso wanted to make sure Pick was okay, so she asked for time. Cassidy said, I'm good. Find a gap somewhere, sweet baby. Oh, swing and a miss. That's a rarity. You don't see that very often. Strikeout as Ella went chasing.
And that pitch elevated in the zone off the plate. A little bit of a elevated screwball. I don't think that was a rise ball, but as much And I said this early. Sanchez established the inside corner early, and I think that she just had Parker guessing.
There's a looper into center field. It's down for a hit. It'll score a run. Pickering never stopped running as Wells dumped one into center field right in front of Lundstrom. And it's 3-0 Sooners.
That entire sequence is what makes this offense tough to deal with. You sit Ella Parker down with a rare strikeout. Next pitch, Kendall Wells comes up. It wasn't flashy.
No.
But again.
Got it done.
Got it done. Sanchez throws a heavy ball, and you could see it just dying in.
Garcia takes ball one alone away. Gabby, her last time up, flied out to center field on a ball we thought might leave the yard. Kind of like this one. No, it's not quite got the distance. Right center field, short of the track, catch is made by Lundstrom, and that'll do it for the Sooners here in the third. They add another run on the RBI single from Wells, and as we head to the fourth, Oklahoma leads at 3-0. This is Sooner softball from Learfield.
Coca-Cola.
Whether Brahms is your ice cream or your weekly treats from the fresh market, Brahms is proud to be a part of your family's tradition. Brahms Farm Fresh for over 50 years, proud partner of OU Athletics. By the way, shout out to Velma, Cindy, and Missy. They're tuned in from Bella Vista, Arkansas. Finley's watching with his wife in Plano. Douglas is tuned in from Washington State. Kirk and Sherry watching in Frederick, Colorado. First pitch to Veronica Harrison. With the Sooners up 3-zip, strike one.
I don't know if I should be proud of this or not, but I've got my kids checking in from Cypress, Texas.
That was what I was talking about during the break. Your son, he looks like a grown man. Here's the 0-1. Line drive, left center field, racing in his Dayton. She'll make the catch. One away. Good communication between her and Kai Minor.
It was, and I'm reading the line drive immediately off the bat, and we're talking about fourth at bat in a row where Sam Houston State coming out very aggressive, but at this point, Berzon making quick work of the Bearcats.
Coach Garrett Valish is going to go to his bench here. No, pardon me. They just have to re-enter Papa Demetrio. Long conversation between Garrett Valish and our home plate umpire, Brent Hart. Here's the first pitch to Abby. A little bit up, ball one. Yeah, and in fact, you're going straight from our game tonight over to see Mark Williams, men's gymnastics team,
gymnastics
right?
Going on tonight.
Always a fun crowd. And a great price, too. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
I'm going to say this for all of our gymnastics fans out there watching. I'm going to do a quick plug.
That's
right?
fine.
Okay,
I'm
my
here for
son, Cal Sanchez, he's 14. He's a gymnast. He's on the
that
U.S. national.
sounds like a gymnast name.
Oh, I like it, right?
Cal
I think
Sanchez,
we were going ball player, but here we are. He's a gymnast on the U.S. national team.
1-1 is ripped foul.
If you're a gymnastics fan, go follow him on Instagram.
Really?
Yes.
So I need to do this?
him. Yes, go follow him on Instagram. Sanchez.cal.
Will he do more flips?
See, he does a little more than flips.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going proud mom here for a minute, but go check him out on Instagram. He's trying to kind of build an Instagram following.
Okay.
Sanchez.cal.
I'm on it. There's a foul ball. Oh, I guess I need to spell it right. Sanchez. If you aren't familiar, whenever they'll have the alumni page, what am I saying? The alumni group at the Softball World Series.
Yep.
They always want Cal down there with them so he can do backflips.
Yes, Aaron Miller is like his his bodyguard, getting him down there doing all of his flips.
1-2 misses outside, 2-2. Tabitha's watching from her bookstore in Veneta. Oh, that sounds like an awesome a bookstore in Veneta? Count me in. Sitting outside with weather like this and Sooner softball, have a day. Here's the 2-2, low and in, ball 3.
Berzon opened this count. And Papa Demetrio has really seen a lot of pitches working deep to bring this count full.
3 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch popped up foul down the left field line, hooking out a play. Might be a little bit surprising to hear the score 3-zip in the 4th.
So far.
Yeah, what seemed like a marathon second and then a third inning that by while we're catching up on a few of the third inning shout-outs. The 3-2 pitch skips early, ball 4. First walk?
First walk, and I'm going to circle back, and I'm going to continue to do it all game, but back to those 2-strike counts.
Right.
Again, that finisher. And that's kind of one of those pieces. Berzon on a streak of really retiring hitters quickly, throwing some really good 2-strike pitches. Again, as this game's getting a little bit deeper, not allowing Sam Houston State to get any momentum back in that dugout as the first pitch misses low to Uratsky, and Kendall Wells goes out and has a chat with Berzon.
So, have you seen anything here that Berzon's done? I mean, is there anything that's maybe different from, and let's be, it's been a little bit challenging how the 1-out single to Pino, worked around that, had the error in the second, then a single, had to work around second and third and 1 out. Really 1, 2, 3 last half inning, but this has been a little bit more of a struggle.
Well, just throwing quite a few pitches, and not, that's kind of a catch-22. Sam Houston State's been very aggressive, but we're starting to see them take more pitches.
And strike 1.
But Berzon is putting herself in some good counts, but then having 1 or 2 back-to-back pitches that aren't really competitive. But has done a really good job of leaving runners stranded. I mean, Sam Houston State has left runners on base quite a bit throughout this game, 3 so far.
It's bounced foul. Keep the count at a ball and 2 strikes. Patricia Uratsky, the third baseman who singled and was stranded at second in the second. 3-zip game. Runner at first, 1 away, the pitch. Hot shot towards short, caught by Gabby Garcia. She turns on her back leg and fires to first, but safe is Papa Dimitru. But what a play, and equally what a throw.
What a
across
throw.
the diamond by Garcia, 2 away.
And you kind of had a feeling the throw wasn't going, that the play throwing behind Papa Dimitru at first wasn't going to be close. That shouldn't have even been in the same universe of being close.
She made it tight. 2 away, first pitch to Priota is low, ball 1, Sydney Priota. It reminds me of when Baker Mayfield threw a Hail Mary like 30 yards into the stadium just to show he could throw it that far.
Why not?
1-0 has popped
It's
up
a
to
power
right
move.
field. Parker going back at the track makes the catch, and that'll do it for Sam Houston State. And any threat in the 4th. We head to the bottom half. Oklahoma 3, Sam Houston State nothing. This is Sooners. And Julie in Edmond. Norm Dollarhide in Tonkawa, Oklahoma. My man Robert Kyle. Steve Massey, Steven Purcell. Appreciate everyone that's tuned in here this evening. Shelly Kent, Rudy Thornton, D.W. Burns. Let's have a day, people. Alyssa Parker leads things off. First pitch is low into the dirt, ball 1. We'd like to thank Love's Travel Stops as the presenting sponsor of OU Softball. Love's Travel Stops is the heart of the highway. 3 runs on 4 hits for the Sooners. Berzon pitching well. Pitching well. By the way, shout out to Senor OU, who's on his way on the Kansas Turnpike to Kansas City for his son's 26th birthday dinner tonight. How about that?
Hey.
Oh, speaking of birthdays, I really almost made a mistake. 2-0 is a little bit up, ball 3. My biggest fan is listening, and it's her birthday. It's my mom.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday, Kathy Stalco. The first lady of Wood River, in case you didn't know. 3-0 is in for a strike. I don't know how this works in the tiering system, but my stepdad, Tom, is the mayor. So that would make her the first lady of Wood River, right?
This is true, and I will say this only because it's Kathy's birthday.
Uh-huh.
Go Oilers.
Oh, my gosh. Wow, that's a big moment here. 3-1 is in the dirt, ball 4. Coach Gasso, Jim, and Patty, Poppy, I don't think you'd mind me sharing this. They love to tell the story about their trip to Roxanne and their flight in.
He was actually telling it to Dr. Moore here Thursday night.
Oh, was he really?
Yes. And we've got to tell it because, I mean, you can't make it up.
It's a crazy flight. Well, you know what? That sounds like a Jim Gasso moment. Let's wait until it's 20-zip in game 2. Get up here, Poppy. Kai Minor takes the first pitch low, ball 1. Here it's only 3-0.
Yeah.
We're in the bottom of the 4th inning, but let's just say, did they end up in a Farm Fresh?
A Farm Fresh.
Which how Farm Freshes aren't nationwide from what I remember them as is amazing.
Bologna sandwiches were involved.
The 1-0, boy, Kai Minor was ready to work the dirt, takes a strike. I guess this all circles back to saying happy birthday, Mom.
There we go.
Now, if you're not listening, I'm not doing it in the second game, okay? You got to take the first one. Someone clip it and send it to her. Alyssa Parker at first. 3-0 Sooners. The pitch to Minor, who's 1 for 1 on the day, is fouled off. Minor lined a 1-out double after Alyssa Parker's home run in the second. About 5-6 in this lineup, being 2 freshmen, and them being the difference right now in this game.
And against Sanchez in the circle, who has, again, been solid so far for Sam Houston State.
Yeah, she gets the strikeout there, 1 away.
And a defensive swing from the freshman, and what a location. On the outer half, low in the zone with the drop ball. We've seen up in the zone. This inning, now we saw the walk to Parker, but we're seeing pitches now. She's going to that drop ball a little bit more, trying to change the sequence and keep these Sooner hitters off balance.
Ooh, that hit Sid Barker. The first pitch came inside and caught her. So first and second for Ailana Agbayani. Let me slide in a few more. Our buddy Brandy Casey is battling. She's sick. She's getting well. Shout out to Joey and Kim Wilson in Princeton, Kentucky. Lisa is in Chakotah. Denise and Todd in McLeod. Jane and John Crane in Casa Grande, Arizona. And Brad from his grandson's birthday party. There you go. Here's Gabby with runners at, or Ailana, excuse me, with the runners at first and second, ball 1 high.
A lot of options here. You see Coach Gasso right now. She's got the calling card out. Agbayani in the box can do a lot of things. First and second, good place here to put some pressure on the Sam Houston defense.
She choked up. It takes a ball low and in.
Potentially get some runners in motion.
The wind has cost OU at least maybe 2.
I'd say 1 for sure.
1 for sure. There's a beautiful bunt right out in front of the circle. The play is made. The throw is on time. Sanchez got her. Second and third for the Sooners now with 2 outs. Close play. Bang, bang play at first, but they just got it.
And Agbayani getting the butt down, but again, you got to find an alley, right? She moves that into an alley by about a foot. She's safe at first base and is able to pass the bat to Dayton, but 2-out opportunity here for Abby Dayton, who is seeing the ball about as well as anybody else in this lineup right now.
Second and third, 2 outs, 3-0 Sooners. The pitch is outside, ball 1. OU and Alabama State coming up later on this evening, and the Sooners scheduled to play tomorrow 12:30 against Southeastern Louisiana, who is playing a game today in Texas State, San Marcos. Then they're going to bus up to Norman. I mean, I think I'm seeing this right.
Yeah.
1-0 is high, 2-0. If I'm not, I know that the softball nation will correct me.
There's a lot more of that goes on now than ever. I mean, ever before. I mean, just now, usually it's happening within the state, right? Like kind of like how just a few weeks ago, Tempe to Tucson or vice versa. But
2-0's in for a strike, 2-1.
I feel like it's something we see a lot more often now as opposed to doing the traditional Thursday to Sunday tournament at the same venue, as time is called. But kind of where can we pick up some games and pick up different competition? And, oh, that's only 4 hours away, no problem. And
maybe playing a facility like this too?
Absolutely.
Get 2 games on this field. 2-1 is lined into left center field and deep. It'll take a hop and get to the wall. Easily scoring is Parker. Barker scores easily. It's a two-out, two-run double from Abby Dayton.
Everything about the at-bat. And again, I already mentioned Abby Dayton seeing the ball so well right now, but just the management. Runners at second and third, 2 outs in a tight game. And Abby Dayton being aggressive on a 2-0 count. You gotta love it coming from the senior, and that's a big blow to get this game. I mean, 5-zip is a tough hill to climb.
Cassidy Pickering takes one. Pickering's had kind of a weird day at the plate. Nearly homered in her first at bat of the game, and then grounded into a fielder's choice with a close play at second that was challenged, but later confirmed on the field. The 0-1 in the dirt. If I was an opposing team's catcher, as much as I love her, I would despise Abby Dayton. She is constantly in motion off that bag at second after the pitch. Here's the 1-1. She gets a pretty good jump, maybe forces you to look at her, and then will walk back whenever they draw the second baseman Hobbs after ball 2 to Pickering.
Well, and that's just those little things, some of that gamemanship that puts pressure on a defense that you don't even really recognize.
Yeah. Here's the 2-1. Way high, ball 3. 5-0 Sooners. It's a 2-run fourth so far. Dayton at second. Pickering looking for her first hit of the day. Maybe that could be a foreshadowing here. 3-1. Swung on and drilled deep to center field. It is gone. Home run to center field. The wind couldn't stop that one. Pickering powers it into the garden in center field in Oklahoma, in complete control now, up 7-0.
All of this coming with 2 outs. And Pickering has put good swings on the ball today. But I'm going to credit a little bit of Pickering's bomb to Abby Dayton in that at-bat that came right before it.
Oh, yeah?
Having a good at-bat with 2 strikes, or excuse me, with 2 outs, and getting some momentum in this inning for the Sooners, and Cassidy Pickering just following it up and getting the Sooner offense in that past the bat mode that we have seen so much this weekend. And it looks like Sam Houston State might be making a call to the bullpen.
They are, and it's brought to you by Love's Travel Stops. We'll tell you about the new Bearcat pitcher when we come back in 60 seconds. Pitching changes brought to you by Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway from Learfield. All right. Cassie Marshall is the new Sam Houston State pitcher, and her first pitch to Ella Parker is in for a strike. 7-0 Sooners. The Rockwall, Texas product made her season and career debut here last night against the Sooners, 2/3 of an inning. Walked a batter, gave up a hit. There's a strike. Quickly, she's ahead in this lefty-lefty matchup, 0-2 with Ella Parker.
And Marshall has a much different look than Sanchez. Marshall, lefty, does not quite have the velocity that we saw.
0-2 grounded to the right side. Nice play made. Throw to first, inning over. Now Marshall does a nice job of limiting the damage, but the Sooners are on the brink We head to the fifth. Oklahoma leads it now 7-0. The Sooner Sports Podcast is your all-access audio pass to Sooner Sports. Listen as Toby Rowland brings all things Sooners to life. I've got your back on that as well. Log on to Soonersports.com/podcast or search Sooner Sports Podcast in your favorite podcast provider. Sooner Sports Podcast is presented by Allstate and Riverwind Casino. And we'd like to thank our OU community outreach partners, Fowler Auto Group, OU Health, OG&E, and Coca-Cola. The University of Oklahoma Athletics is one with you. Welcome to the fifth inning. Oh, I get hungry in the fifth. You know why? Presented by the Hal Smith Restaurant Groups. Here's the first pitch. Holiday takes ball one from Sidney Berzon. Hal Smith Restaurants will feed your game day cravings with our wide variety of restaurants available across the Midwest. Visit halsmithrestaurants.com to check them all out today. There's a hard hit ball back up the middle, past a diving Ilana Agbayani into center field. Leadoff single for a Holiday with the Sooners up 7-zip. Here's the 9-hole hitter, Kinsey Hobbs.
Getting deeper into this ball game. Berzon has been solid throughout. Want to continue. Again, 8-9 as Hobbs stands in the 9-hole, but wanting to see Berzon take care of the bottom of this order.
Bouncer to the right side. Parker up with it as she tried to get it from the glove to throw to second. She lost the handle, and nobody was covering first, so everybody's safe. Nearly made a great play. Might have been a double play.
And got on Parker quick, and you could just see as she was making the transition out of her glove, did not quite have a grip on the ball to make the throw.
Everyone's going to come talk. In the she nearly made that play.
She did. This is where Berzon, throw into your defense. Runners at first and second, nobody outs. Again, 7-run deficit late in this game. I don't think we're going to see the bunt from Sam Houston State. A bunt's not you've got too much of a hill to climb this late, right? We might, but I think if you are Berzon, lefty, Lundstrom in the box, make her throw into your defense. Give your middle infield, give your infield an opportunity to roll a pair and get yourself in a good position to get out of this inning.
Lundstrom takes the first pitch high. This is the leadoff hitter, Sophia Lundstrom. I think the official ruling, I don't even know if I have StatCast up yet today. We've been cooking so fast with this one. A little bit up. 2 balls and no strikes. Gets you the official ruling on the bouncer to the right side. OU baseball, by the way. Up 7-1 over Gonzaga. That game's already in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 balls and no strikes. A little bit in.
It's a good pitch. I like that location, 2-0.
They're going to give her a single. They're going to give Kinsey Hobbs a single.
You almost have to. I mean, it was...
Yeah.
You didn't see the ball. Yeah, that's an interesting one to score.
Ball 4. That one wasn't even close. Bases are now loaded for Jordan Pino. One swing of the bat. Suddenly, this is a completely different game.
I would expect to maybe see Carly Keeney here.
There's coach calling for time. I love my conversations with Carly so much. She has such little desire to be in the spotlight, but yet when she talks, it's so good. I was asking her about the shake from Audrey Lowry yesterday before we started talking to Coach, and my question was that a situation where either Kendall Wells or Bella Emmerling were calling pitches? Because we know we've seen that at times this year, and she's like, nope, it wasn't. So it was just a little disagreement. They got it figured out, though.
Well, I think here's the thing, too.
She's going to be so good if she wants to coach.
Absolutely.
That's the crazy thing. Carly doesn't even know if she wants to be a coach.
Well, and the demeanor.
Yeah.
And just calm and never too high, never too low, but just she has the demeanor to keep she has a management demeanor.
Yeah. Pino digs in and promptly gets hit by the pitch. 7-1.
I've talked so much about this pitching staff getting reps, and this is part of it. For Berzon right now, you've got a 6-run lead after the hit by pitch brings in a run. Get out of it. You've got a 6-run lead. Bases loaded, nobody out. Throw your pitches, throw strikes. That's 5 balls in a row thrown by Berzon. But this is where you got to dig in, bow up, and work yourself out of a jam. You've got a 6-run cushion.
Bella Perez hits one hard to right field. Ella Parker makes the catch. This should score a run. The throw is a good one. Cut off by Alyssa Parker, but it's 7-2. On the sac fly, RBI by Bella Perez. One away.
Runners did not move up.
Yeah, a tough choice there by at least Lundstrom at second. Here comes Patty Gasso. This probably means a pitching, well, it does, the second trip to the circle.
So that'll be the day for
4 strong, and then a little bit of a hiccup here in the 5th.
And I think what's tough here is what we're seeing. This is self-inflicted a little
Yeah.
bit, right? The hit by pitch, the 4-pitch walk. You know, the ground ball to Alyssa Parker. That's just a tough break. It was a good pitch, ground ball. I mean, there's nothing that can be said about it, but you have to follow that up with more competitive pitches. But Berzon, lots of good things to talk about in this outing today.
Miley Wachenio will check in, and that'll do it for Sydney Berzon. Also, if you think about what Berzon had to do, as the crowd gives her a strong round of applause. When she was at LSU, it's like, hey, you got to get us out of this, right? Now Coach Gasso and Carly Keeney, and when Coach Roach is back, it's, hey, we got you. You know, we can go to the pin here. And the Sooners will. And we'll tell you about Miley Wachenio when we come back in 60 seconds. It's time for a pitching change, brought to you by Love's Travel Stops. Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway from Learfield. Hey, what's up, dude? Top of the 5th inning, 2 runs already in for Sam Houston State. The Sooners will go to the pen. Miley Wachenio gets the call. Wachenio has been one of the best pitchers on this staff. 5-0, 25 1/3, 36 strikeouts, 10 walks. Has given up 7 home runs, though, this year. It's kind of been an early issue for Wachenio as she faces Veronica Harrison, who grounds one to short. Gabby shovels to second, to first. Oh my goodness! You will not ever see a better, smoother double play than what Gabby Garcia and Ilana Agbayani just turned. Oh my goodness, she used the glove to shovel to second, and Agbayani threw a strike.
If you can watch it over and over and over, I wish.
Kendall Wells will lead things off for the Sooners here in the bottom of the 5th inning, presented by the Housemith Restaurant Group. And Sooner Softball is brought to you by Love's Travel Stops, the heart of the highway. Here we go. 7-2, Sooners in control. First pitch, a little bit up, ball 1.
If that double play that just got turned in that inning doesn't fire you up, gosh. That's one of the best plays I've seen all the way around.
Garcia's shovel with the glove was amazing as the 1-0 pitch misses high, 2-0.
I mean, in the glove flip and the play up the middle by Gabby Garcia, you can't overlook Agbayani's turn.
That's ripped foul. Get it on Twitter so I can rewatch it over and over and over.
Oh, Kyle Sanchez has already sent it.
Oh, has he?
I mean, in the throw that Agbayani made as well, coming around her body.
Oh, wow. Here's the 2-1. Ripped into left field, just foul. Hey, what's up with Kyle wearing his uniform backwards? Is that true?
I will neither confirm nor deny the actions of Kyle Sanchez. I learned that 17 years ago.
It looks like Lexi McDaniel has moved into the on-deck circle. Here's the 2-2. Off-speed, ripped foul. Coach Casso had wisely moved more towards the dugout. Kendall Wells on the day is 1 for 2. Drove in a run in the third for her 25th RBI of the season, 2-2. Drilled deep to right center field, and it's out of here. Home run, Kendall Wells. She is on some kind of tear to start the season, and it's 8-2 Oklahoma on the 13th home run of the season from the freshman.
And you just got to love the at-bat as a whole. Again, coming off of the unbelievable double play to get out of an inning, and you could just see Kendall Wells is a ball player. She understands the game. She understands momentum. And coming in, the hacks that she was taking in that at-bat, she was not going to be denied of finding her way on base or finding a way to get something done. But just having such a clear understanding of momentum. What an at-bat by Kendall Wells.
Here's Lexi McDaniel. First pitch is a strike. First plate appearance for Lexi today after her incredible night last night. 548 average now for McDaniel on the season. The 0-1 pitch with the Sooners up 7 is bounced back up the middle, through into center field. Stay hot, Lexi McDaniel.
And using the dirt, seeing the pitch up in the zone a bit. Just back control.
And Alyssa Parker will hit here. Sooners have brought the game-ending run to the plate. Patty Gasso's she's gonna use a runner here. Let's see if she's just gonna re-enter Gabby. No, I doubt that. See Cheney Helton. Speaking of players who have had a great weekend, Cheney Helton, the pinch run. Saw her dad, Chad, before the game. Chad is battling an injury. So shout out to Chad Helton. Dude's a rock star, and one of the more painful injuries, it's like right in his, I don't want to say groin area, but I was talking to him before the game. You know, his fellow lifter, you know.
I wasn't going to go there. I was going to leave it be.
Us fellow lifters were talking before the game, but it was good to see Chad. He was happy with, obviously, the good things happening for Cheney, and she'll pinch run here. I know what your next question was. Two guys talking about how much they can bench and squat. It happens.
No, it's...
He hurt himself on a squat, actually. Be careful, kids. I don't know why this is taking so long to enter Alyssa Parker in the game. Or, I'm sorry, Cheney Helton in the game, but here we are. One swing of the bat ends this thing, which sounds crazy. But here we are. First pitch to Parker. A little bit out and in the dirt, ball 1. Here's what's crazy. It's 8-2. The Sooners are actually, with 3 home runs hit, they are under their average per game. They're averaging like, I think it's what, 3.94?
Yeah, nearly 4.
Here's the 1-0. That's going to be called a strike on the upper edge, 1-1. Okay, with the potential game-ending run coming to the plate, I will give you a heads up. If you're out and about and you're planning to come to the 5:30 game, we're going to start at 5. So if your plan was for the second game, if the Sooners can end this here, we'll have a 5 o'clock start. That's hit hard into left field. It's a base hit. And now that game-ending run is standing at first base. Just, again, it's not in ink, so now it's not something where you could say, oh, you gave the other team motivation. No. Just planning purposes for those that might be listening along the radio network, affiliates, and also fans. If you're planning on game 2, make sure you get out a little bit early. Here's Bella Emmerling. Hit her 6th home run here yesterday. And now she's digging in for the first time today with runners at first and second and nobody out, and nearly wears it, ball 1. So again, if this ends in run rule fashion, either this inning or next half inning, whatever, we will move up start time 30 minutes to 5 p.m. Make the note, the 1-0 is a little bit up to him.
The freshman lefty Cassie Marshall finding herself behind in counts a bit here. 2-0. The lefty has good stuff. She's just having a hard time hitting her spots here.
2-0 is bounce foul. She got a ball she could rip. Steph wanted to shout out, who's watching from heaven today. His brother Al is tuned in from Love's Field. Saw my man Gunny checked in, Darla, Tommy Gallegos, Bills in New Boston. And D-Pin asks a great question, the 2-2 in the dirt. Ball 3. How, with Love's Field, the best and most modern college softball stadium in the country, do we not have a replay monitor in the booth?
Fair.
I don't know. They brought us one last year, but not this year. 3-1 is ball 4. The bases are loaded. That is a really good question, my man.
Is it us?
Maybe it's us.
Maybe it's us.
I will say I'll bring my own TV if I have to. Just give me a feed. Bases loaded. Sid Barker will bat here. No. Oh, Kai Minor got scared for a moment. There goes Kai Minor re-entering the pinch. Is that considered pinch running when she's taking back her spot?
No.
Is there another phrase for it?
Re-enter.
Re-entry at first. So, Kai Minor at first. Cheney Helton is at third. Alyssa Parker stands at second, and we're going to have a slow this down, everybody meet. Grant Valish wants to talk to his young pitcher, Marshall.
And Coach Valish, it's at the point, and again, Sam Houston, much like what we saw yesterday, they were in this game. In this game early. 6-run deficit right now. Bit of a tough spot. Bases loaded, nobody out, and you right now, you can see Coach Valish trying to find a way to get out of this inning and make this game go the distance.
Right.
And the game-ending run at second base right now. Base hit ends it.
Yep, ball game. One more, Summer Humphreys watching from the car in New Mexico on their way to Sedona for their 25th anniversary. Enjoy.
I want to go to Sedona.
I'm in. Oh, by the way, that number is 72 home runs through 18 games is an even 4 home runs per game the Sooners need to hit as that pitch misses high. So for the math nerds, we are at the Sooners averaging 4 home runs a game. So Sid Barker really needs you here. Here's the 1-0. Little bit low, 2-0.
Again, Marshall finding herself in a hitter's count, 2 balls, no strikes. Expect to see Barker aggressive here.
2 balls and no strikes. Barker's 0 for 1 tonight and was hit by a pitch. There's ball 3. 3-0.
And playing, we've talked about it a ton, especially this weekend because there's been a lot of home runs hit. But can we, just for a second, averaging 4 home runs a game in a really tough schedule up to this point?
There's a strike, 3-1.
I mean, it's not like they're having that type of home run production off of awful pitching. I mean, we're talking Arizona, Arizona State, Washington.
Yeah. The 3-1. Ball 4. 9-2 Sooners on the RBI bases loaded walk to Sid Barker. And here comes Miss Grand Slam herself. Tia Malloy will pinch hit.
Tia Malloy does such, and put on a bomb show last night. 2 home runs, one of which was a grand. Her MO, taking an absolute hack on a pitch that she can handle and lining it through the 3-4 hole. Line on the dirt. So this is a really good place here for Tia Malloy, just to handle the bat the way we watch her do it so often and finish a ball game.
Here we go. Next run for the Sooners ends it. There's a ball up high. That potential game-ending run is Alyssa Parker at third, or she gets forced out, maybe, just maybe, it's standing at second. Kai Minor, the 1-0. She had a big cut, swing and a miss. Boy, Tia Malloy and Cheney Helton took advantage of their opportunities yesterday, did they not?
Yes.
It was cool to see. The 1-1. Ooh, big swing and a miss, and a frustrated Tia Malloy will take a little bit of a step, get some dirt on her hands.
Marshall, again, does not have that big velocity. Malloy just needing to let the ball get a little deeper.
Like that, grounded to second. Oh, they're going to come home with it. They'll get the force out. Everyone else is safe. 1 away. Alyssa Parker forced out, 4-2. Everybody else moves up, and here is Abby Dayton. I think you said it earlier, maybe the hottest hitting Sooner going so far.
Which says a lot. I mean, Abby Dayton seeing the ball so well, and you can always tell, I'd be curious to see her spray chart of where her base hits have been, because she has been all over the field.
First pitch is a strike. I'm looking back on my scorebook. I think Abby Dayton is in a heck of a reached base streak right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, she flied out to end the third as that one misses. I had her at 8 straight plate appearances where she had reached, but she had the fly out in the third. She went walk, fly out, double, and scored a run in the nightcap last night. Here she's 2 for 2. And she takes ball 2. 2 for 2 with 2 hard hit singles. Well, 1 single, 1 double, scored a run.
Yeah, that double, I've got it circled in my scorebook. 2 out double, runners in scoring position, and that just kind of launched what turned into a 4-run inning.
2-1 is bounced foul down the first base line. 2 balls and 2 strikes. I love the anticipation of a potential run rule. Some people that are like, no, one more softball. Everyone else is like, no, end it. I want a run rule.
You ask Coach Gasso?
She
might finish a ball game.
Yeah.
Well, I want more innings, but I think she also, too, the message of this team has been finish.
Yeah.
Finish a game.
Here. Absolutely, 100%.
Especially bases loaded, nobody out. Get a job done.
I'll be curious to understand the philosophy with some of the timeouts given behind the plate today.
It's been a lot.
Yeah, it has been. 2-2. Nearly hits Abby, ball 3. Full count. With the bases loaded and 1 out.
A walked-in run is so anticlimactic.
The 3-2 pitch is ripped down the right field line, foul. Nine runs on 9 hits for the Sooners. They've hit 3 home runs today. They lead at 9-2. Hasn't necessarily been pretty, but it's on the way to being a win. And make it a walk-off win. Abby Dayton with the bases loaded walk, and the Sooners will win in run rule fashion, taking down Sam Houston State by a final score of 10-2. The always dramatic walk-off walk, courtesy of the star of the game, Abby Dayton. We got a quick Brahms post-game show next. We got an announcement, too, before we get to that timeout. We will start the next game at 5 o'clock. It is 3:55 p.m. Central Time. So if you're planning on heading out to the game, 5 p.m. first pitch. We'll let you know what that means for the broadcast and recap this one when we come back.